Hey guys, how's it going? Octopus here. Welcome back to Union Cross. I'm going to be going over the Ramuh fight, my Keyblade setup I did on my free-to-play account, trying to give you guys a little bit of tips, hopefully find your potential Keyblade, how to build one, and then show you the tricks I did to actually beat this guy. It's really tough. This is actually the hardest one out of the three we got, the Titan, Shiva, and now Ramuh. Remember, it's only for a gem, title, and avatar coins. Not avatar coins, the event coins that you probably already done anyways. It's not worth the trouble of pulling more medals for this. If you skip it, that's totally fine. But let me go over how my free-to-play account beat this. Here's my setup. My Keyblade is at 120 slots with 2.614. This is very important. The stronger your Keyblade, the stronger your medals will be. I'm currently using the Fairy Stars because the Fairy Star fits all my medals. My best medals are Upright, Reverse Power, Upright Magic. Go through your Keyblades and look for the highest multipliers here. This is what's going to make your medals do enough damage to level 5,000 enemies. The lower this is, the worse it is. So if you guys are right now using a Keyblade, let's say for some reason you're using Olympia. Olympia has 4.795, 5.1, 5.1. They're pretty decent, but not all three of them. The more you can get out of your Keyblade, the better. Where you can see my Fairy Stars is 5.4, 5.514, and 5.714 on the upright speed. My three attacking medals have a lot of multiplier there from the subslots, and then my Spirit medal 6.014. That is number one thing to do to get most damage out of this. Make sure your Keyblade subslots are as high as possible. So try to get those tier 7s, 8s, and 9s as 7 stars. Next is your Keyblade level, Fairy Star. Make sure that your Keyblade, whatever one you're using that goes along with your medals, is at a 35. Top 3 Keyblades for me personally in this game is Fairy Stars, Stroke of Midnight, and the Starlight. So whatever Keyblade here works for you, try to use it. The first two I mentioned are a lot stronger, especially if you have like that new dual wield Roxas. If you have the new Riku and Sora, it goes over here really nicely along with dual wield Roxas. They're very powerful medals even without the negative 60 traits in them. So once you got that going, you can upgrade your Keyblade. I'm going a little further on my Fairy Stars because it's the one I'm focusing on. So I'm going to try to get these slots as high as possible. Now, after you do all that, make sure every single one of your medals have attack boost 8 max, 9 max on them. It's going to make the world of a difference. 9 max if you can, 8 max, try to keep it to that. Don't go to 7 max. You want more damage. You want to get through every little bit you can. Bring an overwrite medal to make sure you overwrite his buffs that he gets from the books or for himself. Everything that has overwrite, you guys can tell by just reading this text that's going through here. So I'm going to pause it right here. You see where it says 7 strength? There's no arrow pointing up. And if you look at targets -7, there's no arrow pointing down. That means it erases their buffs and applies the buffs this medal does. Where a normal buffy medal, you see where it says R strength 7? Right beside there's an arrow pointing upwards. That means it's not overwrite. So you want an overwrite medal or you want double cast on a Xion and have another Xion or Kairi on the Keyblade. It works pretty good. So once you get all that through, now you need traits. Your traits that you're looking for, here's all the traits I have on this Keyblade if you want to look at it. Click on your medal and try to get those negative 60s. If you don't get negative 60, try to go for your strongest medals with plus 1000 strength, extra attack, all that good stuff. Those two traits are very important. So the higher your medals total, if you sort it over here by strength, whatever's at the top here is your strongest medals. If they have negative 60 aerial or ground depending on the enemy, even better. So try to get them on your Keyblade. Now for the strategy, once you get all that power in there, my Keyblade setup again, overwrite to get rid of the buffs that are applied to the boss. Xion over here to restore my gauges and to buff all my buffs and debuffs. You have to get plus 15 buffs and negative 15 on the enemy. That's the maximum cap of buffs. So try to get some copy medals in to copy your buffers and your debuffers. There's a lot of them in the game now. And then after that, the strategy here is AoE plus single target. I'm going to explain that in the fight itself because it's kind of tricky. You might think, okay, I'm just going to burst it down in 3 turns. That's not going to really work. What works with this guy is that you have to evenly kill the books in the beginning. Now, on my main account, I bust through it all 3 turns. One book died on the first turn, second book died on the second turn, and then I took care of one on the third turn all by myself. But for everyone else that you have just enough power, you want to get rid of both of the books at the same time on turn 1 or one of them on the beginning of turn 2. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did and how I got through this. So when I first tried this, This TVA medal wasn't here. I was using Final Fantasy Record Keeper Lightning. You guys can use the Kingdom Hearts 2 Riku and Sora that just came back. That was part of the banner in the VIP. If you use them there, it's a really good AoE. But the problem was my whole Keyblade was an AoE Keyblade, and that doesn't really work out. I'm going to show you guys why. So I'm going to go into this fight right now, and I'm going to let everything happen. So against Ramuh, we're going to switch it down to ×2 so you guys can see what's going on. Everything has a buff on here. If you guys really want to, you guys can activate Nova if these counters are an issue for you, because Nova will activate them and the books will do their buffs, and then use your overwrite medal. So if you want to get rid of those 1 counter to spellcasters books, you can do that. But for turn 1, what you want to do is try to kill both of these books at the same time. So overwrite ability kicks in. Shion's going to kick in. Make sure that she gets in there all her buffs. And then I'm going to use my Master Xehanort over here because he has a 250% increase to everyone's damage. So everyone's guild's going to get an extra 250% because of that. And also, supernovas do a lot of damage. So from this point, I'm going to let all my AoE medals attack. Xion has, not Xion, Aqua has extra attack. So does my Master Xehanort. My medals are really good. Take that in consideration. You do need a powerful setup. This is a damage check. But now I have TVA here. Before it was Record Keeper and it killed everything, but only that book on the right died because the book on the right has like 190,000 HP bars less, which means he's going to die first and then you have to deal with the other book the other turn. It's possible, but I'm going to show you what I did. So a TVA, it's a single target medal. I'm going to aim on this book, the one on the left, to try to even it out. Now, the only way I can do this properly for turn 1 is if pet combo goes off with the TVA medal. If it doesn't, there's still a big difference between them, 80,000, which is not a big deal because as I went through this, so I'm going to speed this up, get all this to kick in, my Record Keeper, Sephiroth there, and my friend medal. Now you can see that that one medal in the corner has 21,545 and the book master on the left has 114,000. So if I activate this, the one on the right's going to die, but the one on the left isn't going to die. So I'm going to activate this. Because my TVA didn't go combo plus, I'm going to show you another way to do this. 90,000 HP is very possible to get this on turn 1. So what you guys want to do is activate your Kairi or Xion. It's going to do no damage. But then activate your next medal that increases guilt by 250%. Be that your friend medal, be that your own medal. I'm going to use Sephiroth here, and he's also going to do really good AoE damage, enough to kill that guy if I did an Aqua last turn. So let me come back in here. I'm going to show you guys, because if he dies, he's just going to recast everything. But you want him to die before you use your overwrite and your buffer. So when I do this, now I activate Aqua. You can check on the boss right now. He has ×15 every single buff on him. And that means my next buffs are not going to do anything unless my next medal is an overwrite medal. So you can set up the Keyblade to have overwrite, but let's redo that the proper way. And let me show you how this is supposed to go down. You can do it turn 1, kill both of the books, or turn 2. Just make sure you're doing enough damage. So it takes me a couple of resets to actually get through this to make this work. But here we go. Turn 1 again. I'm going to not activate that. That's for turn 2. So turn 1. We're just going to go in, make everything go off. Now that we have my 2 buffs going off and everything else is attacking, I want to increase my damage for my guild. Activate a medal that does that. Go through this again. And hopefully this time, TVA medal actually goes off for combo. So it takes a couple of resets sometimes, or just luck on higher crits. But here we go. TVA, click on the left one. No extra attack. Or sorry, combo from the pet. Again, no pet combo. But let's keep going. See if I can adjust this. So everything's being evenly distributed right now. On the last hit, you can see 148,000 on the book on the left and 60,000 on the book on the right. I'm going to activate Aqua over here. Drop them both down, so it has a little bit more damage. And then I'm going to activate my friend medal. And now the book on the right's going to die, but now the book on the left has 73,000. So that should be just enough. Again, don't activate your buffs yet. Activate your Xion or Kairi, because it has overwrite everything, makes it all even. Now activate a medal that has 250% or more or less, as long as it's a big boost, and the book died. Now when the book dies, again, it buffs the boss, but we have not used our overwrite medal yet. So we're going to activate our overwrite medal, activate our Xion, and now we have full buffs and debuffs pretty much to what we need. The general defense down and everything. All our other medals should take care of the attributes, like my Aqua here takes care of magic defense down by 15. She raises her magic strength by 15. And we got some upright buffs in there as well. So the rest of the medals take care of the buffs that are missing. So from this point, we already activate Sephiroth, and we have another medal that has 250% guilt bonus for the next turn. So from this point on, it's just sit backs and hopefully you have enough damage. The more pet combos go off, the better. If you look on the top left where it says attack boost is being activated, there you go. In orange it says combo 1. That's pet combo. You want to see those on your best medals. Try to manipulate that a couple turns over and over and over again, and you'll get it. Look, now I'm going to do most damage there. He's at 565,000 bars of HP. That is more than enough to get through this phase right now. So what happened here though is that he actually stunned us, paralyzed us, so we missed both our buffers. So we actually can't do damage this turn because we have no buffs. We're going to do very little damage. We have no restore gauge, so it is a little bit of RNG, but I'm going to come back in and show you guys it's fully completed. Okay, so I'm back on turn 3. He did paralyze me, but it hasn't skipped a medal yet. So override medal, and hopefully Xion sticks here. Xion does stick. She'll take care of the paralysis because Xion and Kairi have that ability. And now we're on turn 3 with everything we need here. Now that we got our full buffs and debuffs, activate another medal 250% to make sure maximum damage. This should be able to pull it off, but let's see. If enough combo pets went off on the right medals, there's more than enough damage here. If it doesn't, then we might have to reset it because I think I'm cutting it pretty close or just enough. So I'm gonna activate all my supernovas on this turn. He's at 160. Oh yeah, we got him. We got him. He's at 101. Sephiroth goes off here. 7,000 bars left. 7,300 something, and there we go. 3 turned them without anything else with there. Now, again, my medals are really good. My Final Fantasy Record Keeper Sephiroth has 120% pet trait on it, so there's a lot of damage on my Keyblade. But if you guys do have enough damage, I recommend trying to get rid of those books on turn 1. If you can't and they both survive on turn 2, just make sure the supernova you activate kills them on the second turn before you activate your buffers. Now, with quests like this, there's another strategy as well. We've used them in the past, but we haven't had to use them for a very long time. This says complete within 3 turns. So because there's no good reward here for continuing without having complete without having to continue, we can use 100 jewels to revive ourselves on the 3rd turn to get all our supernovas back, have all the buffs and debuffs that we apply that turn stick on, and just go ape on the 3rd turn and try to kill them. Now, I don't recommend doing this more than twice, because if you go to the avatar boards and you look at the gems, if you guys really want gems, you shouldn't spend more than 100 to 200 jewels. 200 is already not enough. If you get 3,500 jewels divided by 20, these gems are 175 jewels a piece. So if you're really hurting for gems, I would just spend the 3,500 for one of these boards here. That's how much gems are worth, about 175, give or take, depending on the board, depending on if you're getting those avatar boards. So that 100 and 200 jewels, yeah, it doesn't seem like much, but it can add up if you try to do that many times. So keep in mind, this is a better investment than spending 200 jewels. 100 jewels, great thing. So make sure that you can beat this in 3 turns. What you guys want to do for this strategy is, 1, you need enough damage. And the way to check your enough damage is whatever you're going to bring in, make sure you bring in without second chance. Take away second chance off your Keyblade setup. So let me go look for another buffer. So you can bring in like Kairi, Xion, other medals that do buffs and debuffs, like Young Xehanort does strength, reverse, and magic strength by 15, and lowers the target's defense down by 15. He's actually a really good medal to use for this quest regardless, but try to bring in something like that. No second chance on here. What you're gonna do is damage check yourself. Make sure you have enough damage to kill him in 3 turns. So again, the first turn, you're gonna be focusing on those ads. You got to get rid of those ads on the first turn or at the beginning of the second turn, like I just showed you. So a damage check is to see how much damage you actually do fully. So let's try to get rid of those little ads there. So this turn comes in, process gets it all off before you activate your buffs. Again, activate your Xion or your Kairi. I'm going to activate my Supernova Sephiroth here. That kills the ad, and here's the damage check. So whatever amount of damage you do on this turn is really important. Now, you can add up how much damage you did to him with your supernovas on the last turn, put that in a calculator, have it all added up, and then add whatever damage you do here. So we have 1,209,000 bars of HP on there. So keep track of how much bars of HP you're taking away. So we're starting at 1,209. We'll see where we end up here. Activate all your supernovas for this test. It's actually better to test on the first phase, because that way the ads are up and all your supernovas are up, but by the time the ad dies, you're not going to realize what happened. So full damage, damage goes in, damage goes in. Make sure you activate your supernovas. One supernova here, second supernova over here. And now you want to make sure you got rid of everything. Even Nova, I believe, is going to do a little bit of damage here. 159,000. You got rid of everything. I did about, what was it, 1209. I did enough damage to kill him next turn with just that setup and the actual supernovas I had there. So activate my last extra attack. He's got 517,000. If I times that by 2, that is 1,034,000. I had 1,209,000. I have enough damage to burst him down. So I'm going to click on yes on the jewels because we didn't put second chance. This is the third turn. But on this third turn, when we click on the jewels, all our supernova abilities will come back. His debuffs will stay there. Everything is there to go one big hit. So if you can take him down in that turn, you're golden. Now, look at his beginning health to actually add up. I'm not going to do it because I already beat it. I'm not going to spend the 100 jewels, and I showed you I had enough damage there. So he has 1,750,000 bars of HP. It says 749996 there, but you got to count the little orange squares on his health bar there. Those are 4 bars of HP that go in there. So he's got a total of 1,750,000. So when you divide that by 3 turns, you want to be doing about 583,000 bars of HP each turn. The more you do on the second turn, third turn, it's going to be more than that. So you don't have to worry about the first turn too much. Just make sure your second phase, whatever he has, you have to do half that damage. So you can do the damage check here if you guys want to, but try to see how much damage you have. Make sure you're doing at least 583,000 on turn 1. If you are, you're doing really good. Here I did, what is that? 1,113,000. I did about 637,000. Yeah, I did 637 bars of HP if I'm not crazy. So that is more than enough to actually go through that. And that's not including my other supernovas. I have Kyrie over here, and I have one more activation of that medal right there. So if you do have enough damage to burst them down, then you can do the continuation. If you don't see enough damage here, then don't even spend the 100 jewels. It's not worth it. Make sure you damage check on turn 1 or turn 2 like I just showed you. Either one works. But hopefully that helps you guys out. It's one of those tough ones. Again, 100 jewels for the gems, not bad. But if you can't pass this, even with the revive, don't do it, guys. It's just skip it, forget it even existed. It's not going to kill your game. It's not going to make a difference. It's just one gem, and that's it. Even the titles, you don't really use all of them. You can only put 2 per the whole nameplate, so it doesn't really matter. But hopefully something here helped you guys out. If you have more strategies, leave it down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.